Go watch the video. Bust. Do it. What's going on, folks? Thank you for tuning in. I want to thank you right off the bat. Thanks to all my new subscribers and the old ones that have hung around, and the patrons. Thank all of you for keeping it here through it all. And I'm not going to say anything. Everybody knows what all I mean. If not, go back July 2 years ago and start watching videos. Today I want to talk to you about, there's a lot of misinformation on YouTube and other platforms about humidifying mostly acoustic guitars. Some electrics, semi-hollow bodies and hollow bodies. Well, I'm just mainly talking about acoustic guitars and the proper humidification in them. Wow, I can't believe what some channels are putting up about that and what some big channels are saying about it. So come on over a little closer. I'm going to explain to you what to look for on your acoustic guitar if you question its humidification, and you should question it. If you pay $5,000 or even $1,000 for a guitar, you better watch the humidity levels on it, and I'm going to show you what will happen if you don't. So stay tuned for that. So we know that when a guitar takes on water, water gets into the wood grows, it gets bigger. It can form a belly. And most guitars have somewhat of a belly to begin with. They call them flat tops, but they're not really flat. As you can see, I've got a lot of room on both sides of that. This guitar is just made with a bubble top, you know, and most of them, a lot of them are. They call them flat tops, but very few are just, you know, perfectly flat. If you over-humidify a guitar, you can cause a really huge belly in them. Just like if you got one that's really dried out, it'll usually be sinking in right here. You know, it's level across here, and it doesn't even touch in the center. These sides stay on the guitar, and it's sunk in. That's a dried out guitar. You can feel along the frets. A lot of times you can feel the sharpness of the ends of the frets. That's where your wood has dried up and shrunk, and the frets don't change. So then you got to either do fret work or humidify the guitar. Things you want to look for, you want to really look at this close too. Go around the binding on the guitar. Look very close, all the way around that guitar, very, very closely, on both sides, top and the back. Look at your neck joint. Always pay close attention to that. See if it's moved. Look at your bridge. See if it's moved or got a crack underneath it. I always take a little piece of paper. I showed you guys this a million times. I probably won't be able to find a piece of paper right now. Probably done on the farm. But just take a little piece of paper under string stress and see if you can stick it between the bridge and the guitar back here. Anywhere at all. It should not go under there at all. If it does, you got problems there, and it's probably because it's either over humidified or under humidified. I have a lot of people tell me, Randy, I've had this guitar for 20 years, 30, 40 years, never humidified it. A lot of people are telling me that, and I understand. You've been very lucky to have that guitar in an environment that is 45 to 55% relative humidity all the time, or most of its life. It lives in that area. Right here you can look and see the top number's humidity here, 51%. It looks like 12 to me because it's backwards in the camera. 45 to 55% is what you want your guitars to live in. If you live below that, it's going to sink eventually over time. You're going to feel fret ends. Your binding's going to start coming loose, and your bridge may pop up. Or if you overdo it, if you get above 55 long enough, they're going to start forming a big belly here. By the way, when that belly comes up here, this area goes down. and we get what we call fall away. Same as if this sinks, the top's got to move somewhere else to account for that. So this area here comes up. We call that a ski jump. And you know, all you got to do, man, is buy one of these, put it inside your guitar, take a plastic, any kind of plastic cover. These comes with damp it humidifiers. I don't recommend that crap that you got like cylinders you hang in there with wet stuff in it. I couldn't tell you how many instruments I've had to come here, those bags busted, and that shit ran all over everything inside people's guitars. It's a mess. So I don't recommend them. I use dampets or even homemade ones like so. That's just a paper towel soaking wet. I don't want to put it back in this guitar when I get through with this video. I noticed it was a little bit low. What I do is put this in the guitar by itself, cover it with something, cover the hole with something that will not absorb moisture. Cardboard won't work. Paper won't work. Plastic is ideal. You can use I've got a plastic lid here somewhere off of a soup bowl thing that works for that. Anyways, put that in your guitar, cover it up, and leave it for 2 days or so. 48 hours or longer is better. And then come look at it, pull it out, and you can tell what the humidity in the guitar is. If it's below 45% or above 55%, you've got work to do. Okay? Then, if it needs humidified, that's probably will be the case rather than dried out. Well, I don't know. Many of them get dried out too. But at least you'll know what the humidity is. Now this one was low, it's like 40%. And what I'm doing is sticking this in there, shoving it way back his belly, way down his throat, and then covering it up with this plastic thing. The strings help hold that on there. The strings resting on top of it right there. Helps hold the thing in place. And leave that for 48 hours. Longer, maybe it's better. It depends a lot on how dry the guitar is, really. But, you know, get it between 45 and 55%. Where you put this alone in your guitar, you can get these for like, I think $10 or 12. When you can put that in your guitar and cover the sound hole with plastic, not cardboard or anything that absorbs moisture, won't work. It's got to be plastic. And you can leave that in there for 3 or 4 or 5 days, and it reads between 45 and 55%. You got it made. You're safe. Your $1,000 or $5,000 guitar in this case, you won't have to worry about it. You won't have to worry about it coming apart or weird things happening to it that you can't actually see looking at it. Generally start to notice the playability changing. That's a big one. But yeah, look at every crack. I mean, you dry one out and it shrivels up, it shrinks, it gets lighter too. That changes all the stress on all your braces, man. All the braces inside of there. If it's really dry and you humidify it too fast, that's the stress on all the braces. That's the stress on the top, on the back. And like I say, even your fretboard and your neck should be humidified. If you start feeling your fret ends doing this, and I felt them pretty bad. I feel these here a little bit. I put new frets in this guitar not long ago. I actually started 4 years ago. It took about 3 years for me to finally, well, there again, you guys know, if you've been here a while, you know why, you know what happened. It was down 3 years, and I finally got the new frets in it and got it fixed back up. Now the humidity's low. I just took this out before I started this video. I'm going to put it, after I finish the video, put it back in there, cover the hole up, and leave it another week or so. But yeah, go right there. Look close, man. Take your time. Don't just glance at it and say, oh, it looks good to me. Get down there and look on both sides of the binding, all the way around the top, all the way around the back, both sides of the binding. if you have like some guitars, well, this has got some of it in there. I made it sound all bigger and cut one layer of it out. But you may even want to check that if the outside, if the most inside layer here, I'm trying to say, if that's some kind of binding material. I've seen that glue come loose before from it being dried out. Now I want to tell you something that is very important, so stay tuned. For those channels that tell you it's not such a big deal to worry about your humidifying your guitar, I'm going to put a link right up here, and also the same link in the description. I might even put it in the comments and pin it. It's to an old 1941, I think, a silver tone guitar. I think that's what it was. Arch top with F holes in it. A lady sent it here to me and wanted me to make the guitar playable. And said she kept it hanging on the wall most of the time. This link I'm going to give you is going to link you to that video. You really need to go watch it, and you can see for yourself what will happen to a guitar that gets dried out. If you do not humidify it, and you don't live in exactly proper places where the humidity is safe all the time, it can happen to your $1,000 or $5,000 guitar, however much you paid for your guitar. And it will happen. I see it all the time, man. Half of the neck resets I do is because the humidity wasn't taken care of over the guitar's life. Never checked it, never thought about that. And like I say, so many people tell me, I've had this guitar 20 years, I never did check humidity. Well, sure, it happens, you know. But if you look at this video and this link, and I'm telling you right now, I'll put it up here, and if you look at it, you'll see what can happen over time. I believe the last half of that old guitar's life is a 1941 guitar. And I think the last half of its life was hanging over a wood stove or something, man. Just go watch the video and look how dry that guitar is. The braces were loose in it. I made it playable, you know. Talked to her on the phone several times. She didn't want to put money into it to save the guitar. So I made it playable the way it was, and I told her when she, well, actually I took it back to the store. She picked it up. She dropped it off at the store brought it here. I took it back to the store and she picked it up there. But I told her, I said, you know, that thing could come apart, man, at any minute, just fly into pieces. Just watch the video. The link is in the description. I'll put it up here like I said. Go watch it and you'll see the shape a guitar can get into if you don't keep the humidity levels proper inside the guitar. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps. I know a lot of you old guys have been here a long time, has probably seen that video I'm talking about, and you know about this stuff, but got a bunch of new subscribers, man, over the last 3 years that I haven't been making as many videos as I used to make, and you all know why there again. Q-Ball's doing very well, by the way. A lot of you asked me about her. You know about the trouble she's having. I took her to the vet last month. He put her on, I think, 5 different meds. She's almost out of those now. But she's never woke up crying or had any more pain since she went on the meds. Not once, not one time. She rolls around on the floor and it's like a puppy again, you know. Jumps out the door and jumps back in. Doing really well. I don't know how long she'll go on that way. I just hope it continues. Like I say, she's over 15 years old. This past April, she turned 15. April 1st of all days. But she's doing really well. I thank you guys for your prayers for that. And I thank you for watching, each and every one of you. So, try to stay cool in this heat wave, man. We've been having 100-degree weather every day for nearly 2 weeks now. And just yesterday and today it's starting to break a little bit. You probably hear the air running right now. It's just miserable outside. You can't stand it, man. And I've been having to mow and do the things I got to do. You know, it's got to be done around here in the heat. Probably losing weight again. I need to lose a little bit though, so that's cool. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.
go watch the video. Let's do it!